Hello, this is part two of Fresh Air's daily routine. Requested from a, you know who you are, and I'm not. To be honest with you, I wish I could give you all the praise in the world and say your name and. But see, at this point where I feel like, a couple weeks ago I had this is Fresh Air. Sorry, to introduce. Hit the like, subscribe, um, stick around if this fits you, but this is kind of a personal connection reading to um, a friend of mine, and I just want to be very clear that message received. Now, I know 2 months seems like a long time, but it's really not. When you think about it, we've been how many months have we been alive? You know what I mean? Like 2 months is like a snapshot. But I also owe thanks to you and appreciation because if you think about it, since July, I probably watched not every video. Well, hold on, no. I mean, there was a while where I had a lot of chaos going on at the very beginning when I was first being awoken. I was liking and following and commenting everywhere, and that was even before I had my channel. But my routine was stay occupied, stay engaged to the collective source, meaning motivation. What do we do in the morning? What do I do in the morning? I praise God for giving me another day to wake up. And instantly I start thinking about the people I care about and hope they're okay. I don't go jump on social media right away and just start looking. It's just when you're connected spiritually, you don't need to go on social media to feel. It's just naturally there. But like, I think it was last week you had a tower moment. And you were in your shadow work, and I was in the shadow work that same day. That same day, the day before. And, we all have our own issues, and we have either relationship issues, or we're lonely, or we're going up through a divorce. I've never been married. I've been engaged, I think 3 times. Never went through. My routine was basically find out why I feel the way I was feeling. Why was I feeling so down that I just didn't want to be here anymore? This was way back in end of July. Naturally, my music and everything, yeah, it was doing its thing. I was getting relief. I was practicing my craft. I was being creative. My creative my creativeness tends to have me not forget about things, but I can't force music. I can't just jump. I mean, let's say all of a sudden, after I'm all emotional right now, somebody says, "Hey, let's get on a track." Yeah, right. Not right now. I gotta feel the energy. I gotta feel the source. I gotta feel like a download. You know what I mean? Kind of like how you get in tarot, or you know, you get this feeling where it's like intuition overload, where it's like it took a couple of seconds to feel a certain situation and then all of a sudden you start thinking about it, and then you're like, whoa, I got a whole download on that, and then you want to talk about it, but then it takes 8 hours, and you're like, geez, I wish I had somebody to talk to that has a similar mindset, because I feel like right now at this point there's only so much you can do in your routine to keep you happy, but the monotonous tends to flop sometimes. And that's where you have a wrinkle in your daily routine where you don't want to do something because you feel like, well, if I do that, I might forget about this. It's very true. Sometimes filling your daily routine up with a whole bunch of stuff like yoga or therapy or TV or comedy. I mean, whatever it may be, you actually very well be further away from your spirituality and who you're trying to be. You know what I mean? Like your wholeness. Your wholeness of being busy, you gotta find a balance. There's gotta be a balance. And there's gotta be a balance in you to understand that if I don't want to take that walk, maybe I'll see my energy a little later. Maybe I'll take the walk. So it's improvising with your daily routines too. Now I do a lot of things on my creativity. I'll do a speaking engagements, and then I'll do singing, or then I'll do what else will I do? Oh yeah, receiving, and I'll receive. I'll receive information that I believe applies to me and what I can take from it. Now, one of the greatest things I like to do in my daily routines in the morning is what is the social media feeling like today? What readings can I get off of what I see in a moment instant? And where can my discernment come from God to tell me, yes, what you're doing is actually affecting this. And what you're doing now by motivating other people and giving that spark that they didn't think they had, now they transform their life. And now it's like a chain reaction. Now they're feeling the enlightenment. They're like, oh my gosh. And then they go and tell somebody else. And then to see that, because now when we get these downloads, we also see that, the world is evolving at a higher, faster rate. So by the time you get your confirmation, sometimes it's 2 weeks behind. And it's already been done. You know what I mean? Like the trend already went through, and these are the results, and you missed the whole thing. It's kind of like the aftermath. I was the footsteps of trends, meaning I gave ideas to artists that were top performers in the underground. Basically, by me just being me and performing and doing my music, it sparked a creative insight to other artists that, wow, they can do this too. Oh, I can go from the dark to the light. What? You could just change it. Yeah, you could start believing, and you'll actually start feeling a relief. Because to be honest with you, that daily routine, it's got to work with you. What do we consume ourselves with? Do I have to? I mean, I'm broke as a doorknob. I'm broke as a nail, rusty nail. You know what I'm saying? There's another siren. That was confirmation. Wow. 808 Lionsgate. Now, that, you might want to do some looking. So what is my daily routine consist of? It's hard to explain. It's not hard to explain. I do have a couple friends that I do have, a couple neighbors that I go and hang out and smoke pot, whatever. But that's it. We try to listen to music. We try to have some common ground there. But I feel stagnant because if I'm not around creative mindfulness, and I'm my own lone wolf energy. If it sometimes it's draining when you want to say, hey, I got to get away and I got to go to my place. When you try to break away, sometimes they want to still hang out with you because you exert a lot of energy. I'm a person that at first it might be difficult to hang around because I might sound very blunt, or I might talk on subjects that may not even connect with some of them, or they're that way. Well, huh? See, I'm a no bullshit kind of person. I see 10 moves. I see 10 games ahead of your one chess move. Does that make sense? I'm literally, as we're setting up the first game and we're about to make my first move, I've already seen 10 games next. And you make your one move compared to my 10 games ahead. So I already planned first game, second game. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like life experiences give you that intuition to feel a certain way. Your senses are, not that you're paranoid, your senses and your spiritual guides will help you through your day. You know, if you're divinely protected, you understand that you're not here now to hurt people. You're here to heal people. You're here, or at least me, I feel like there's an urgency to help heal myself at the same time heal others. When you ask me how am I doing, oh my goodness. See, now I feel like I can go another 4 hours and talk about that. I wish I could just be on a continuous feed and just talk. Talk for hours. With no care and concern. No stoppage. Nothing stopping. Just you and the record. I appreciate talking to you. Or having this, I hope to have this opportunity. It takes me to, I think I just gotta find your email, and then I just basically I'll email you. You'll know it's from me. Um, I'll label it. I'll label it properly, so then you know it's legit. It's not some scam or something. You know, you'll know it's me. I don't want you to get ruined or like yeah. Because look, there's a lot of stupid people out there too that don't realize you're not supposed to hit links, especially if you're on TikTok. Don't hit links because the links can be tied to third party apps and they give you out all your information. So be careful on that. That's just I don't know, I was told to say that. Never hit links, even if it's on the same app, like a YouTube link. No, it's got all that weird, like numbers behind it. Sometimes, yeah, don't do it. So I'll email you with the proper information, and I'll give you my Facebook, and maybe if you got Facebook, I don't know. You might have Zoom. I don't have Zoom, but I have Facebook, and chatting on that would be awesome. I just want to chat with you because I feel like we could break the ice now. We can no longer have to struggle with our energies. We can just chat, have an open line. Like, you can call me anytime. Like, that's where I want to be with you. Honestly. Because I've had lost so many people in my, network, in the last 2 months based on just people can't handle being around a chosen one. They know I can see them through them like a glass window. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't try to turn on that faucet and make people cry. It's I give them something to work with. It's like I try to keep it as real as possible. My routine is I take care of me, but at the same time, by taking care of me, I'm helping you because I'm leaving a lasting impression through a recording, and I'm getting better as I go. I think. I like to think I am. It's affecting a lot of people in the world, I think. It's a chain reaction. Believe in yourself, and I'll hit you up here. I don't know what area code. I'm in Central. It would be nice to chat with you. You have no idea. It'd be so nice. Just to break the ice, and I don't know what your routine is, but I can spend a half hour, 45 hour, 4 hours on the phone sometimes. So it's actually sometimes enlightening talking to a human. Talk to you later. Love you. Take care. Bye bye.